Hey folks, welcome to Total War Rome 2. This is going to be the next series in our meta campaign, or whatever you want to call it, where we go through all of the historical Total War games or in chronological order, starting from Pharaoh, which is what we just finished. We're about to hop into Wrath of Sparta, and then we'll go all the way up to Shogun 2, Fall of the Samurai, and possibly even some, some of the Great War Mine, but I'm not sure about that yet, but we've got a while. So, first things first, we're going to be starting the Wrath of Sparta campaign. Now, I've not played it on my channel, I only have like one series on my channel now, but I have already played as Sparta and won, so I'm going to play as Athens. We're going to do this on hard difficulty. No battle time limits, no advisor help. Not doing battle realism mode. I don't like having my camera limited. Alright, and then, in order to win, we need to control 55 settlements, either by direct ownership or through client states and military allies. We need to control these provinces, maintain 120 units in total, and maintain 60 naval units in total. Athenian aid to the Greek cities of Asia Minor has prompted imperialist Persia to invade mainland Greece twice. Each time, Athens proved pivotal to its defeat, winning a stunning final naval victory at Salamis in 479 BC. Its prestige at an all-time high, Athenian military hegemony, as well as trade and cultural supremacy, now seems likely, and with it a chance for revenge. This state of affairs, of course, how it should be, Athens leads the Greek world in mathematics, science, philosophy, and architecture. It should be its protector also. However, Sparta resents this newfound influence. Just 50 years after the end of the Persian invasions, war once again looms over Peloponnesus. The prize is effective control over the entire country. Athens' naval might is matched by Sparta's superior land forces. Either city, or indeed its Corinthian or Boeotian allies, could emerge from the ensuing conflict victorious to claim it all. Alright, let's start. But yeah, so the current order of how this is gonna go is unless something changes, is Wrath of Sparta, then Rise of the Republic, and then, even though it has a later start date than the Grand Campaign, we're going to hop into Hannibal at the Gates, because I don't want to start Hannibal at the Gates after finishing the Grand Campaign, because we'll be we will be in an entirely different era of Total War. So there's kind of a change once you hit the Marian reforms, where you go from having histology and all that to legionaries, and I don't want to go backward in time, back towards the Age of Bronze. So instead we're going to do Hannibal at the Gates, Grand Campaign, then Caesar and Gaul and the rest of the DLCs. But I don't want to have to go backwards into what feels like an entirely different era. I'll do the same thing whenever it comes to Medieval 2 and Shogun 2 Rise of the Samurai. Rise of the Samurai takes place in like 1100, 1200, somewhere around there. And Medieval 2's Grand Campaign starts before it. But I don't want to finish Medieval 2 in the Age of Gunpowder and have to go back to Shogun 2 Rise of the Samurai. So we're kind of having to just use our best judgment on each of these. But this one is clearly the first of this. Oh.
We are exposed to threats from across the Aegean, and our people will suffer. If the Corinthians want war, they should seek it alone.
You would see all of Greece under the heel of Athenae, cowering from them like chided slaves. We spilled blood at Potidea, but now we need allies. The might of Sparta will halt their ambition.
Your flattery is wasted. You know not what you ask.
All eyes look on Sparta, and this is what you would have them see. From birth, a Spartan is trained for one purpose. To do battle.
You are Pandora, clutching at a vessel you do not understand.
They dare think themselves your equal. None can match your skill. It is every Spartan's duty to embody the very nature of war. Strike now, I beg you.
You would plunge Greece into chaos.
Then from chaos, we will rise!
But I was saying, this is very obviously the first of the Rome Total War Let's Plays, because it ends even before Rise of the Republic begins. What happened to my game? Oh, there's my cursor back. There it is.
40 years have passed since our great victories over the Persians. It should have been the start of our golden age, but instead we squabble amongst ourselves. The Hellenic League, formed to take the fight to the invaders, did not last. Suspicious of the ambitions of Athena, Sparta and many other great city-states left. They were right to be suspicious. Athena has turned the league they formed into an empire under their control. It is now less a collection of independent cities and more a series of bases for their powerful navy. In the face of Athenian hegemony, Sparta has reformed the Peloponnesian League with Corinthus and the smaller Boeotian League of cities. As these two powerful groups face off against each other, war is brewing. Let us not forget the Persians. Their empire still stands and keeps a careful eye on developments in Greece to make sure that no single group becomes too powerful. Athena is already at war. Clashes with Corinthus have begun. In the west, the island of Corcyra has appealed to the Athenians for help against its colonial masters. A fleet has already been dispatched to help them. To the north, Olynthus has become a target. Far from its homeland, it is a target ripe for conquest. It is vital that Athena hold all of its cities and meet Spartan military might on land with its impressive navy. True dominance over all of Greece awaits the victor.
All right. I'm sorry for the lag on the campaign map. It shouldn't actually affect the actual campaign. It's something that I noticed. I had to reinstall Rome 2 fresh, like disable all the mods, and I mean everything, just scrap all my saves, all that. And it seems to have fixed Rome 2, but I still have a little bit of trouble with lag here and there. Alright, objective issued. Completely control 8 provinces by direct ownership or through client states and military allies, and we will gain 3,000 gold to our treasury. Alright, so, I'm going to move... Okay, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to enable citizens conscription. We're going to merge these two armies, and I'm going to start moving against Corinthus. I took Greek. You'd think I would be able to know how to speak this. You'd think I'd be able to know how to speak, but alas, we're all sadly mistaken. Okay, Olynthus is our first major target. We're going to head We're gonna have this army head to Amphipolis. To move south. Eight units in that army. We have 14 in this one, and then they've got a garrison of 14, so we can't take that on just with that army. And our navy is unfortunately not really where it can help there. This one's significantly weaker. Let's go ahead and tell him to stop moving and recruit some light hoplites and another unit of the light cavalry. I'm gonna head this army up from Colchis to Oreos, and we're gonna not recruit any mercenaries because there's none to recruit. Meanwhile, this army is also going to recruit a couple of units of light hoplites, and another unit of light cavalry. So, whenever I played this before, I had a whole lot easier time playing as Sparta than I think we're going to have playing as Athens, because everyone already hates you as Athens. Like, you have some allies with the Thessalian League, and that's about it. You've got some allies over here that was the Ionian League, but that doesn't really help you any. They're too far away to help. So that leaves you fighting with Sparta and her allies all alone. And Sparta's strong. Like, I know it seems kind of redundant to say, oh, Sparta's strong, I'm scared of... But, like, yeah, Sparta has probably the strongest military might here. We've got the navies, but navies are harder to deal with. It's a whole lot easier to move armies around on land than it is to move navies and meet them where it matters. Speaking of navies, let's see how many we have. Okay, so this one, Corcyra. Who are you trying to break free from? Is it Epirus? The Corinthus. Okay. Well, let's start trade.
Athena give you wisdom. Your words bring satisfaction to the gods and to my...
Let's trade with
For the sake
Aetolian
of
League.
friendship that has been, and... Your proposal has merit for my people.
Let's trade with Argos.
Greetings, my friend. You have...
I'm using trade as a kind
Excellent.
of pseudo
We
non-aggression
accept.
pact. They have non-aggression pacts in this game.
For the sake of
But
friendship that has been,
non-aggression
and
pacts are
friendship
low.
to come. Greetings.
In likelihood,
Now,
while trade
let us
agreements
seek
are
wisdom.
high. I could probably get some money out of
The
them for them.
gods of Olympus rejoice when men show
I'm
such
basically
good
using these
sense.
as
We have
a way of
I am here to listen. if you
ensuring they
speak
won't
honestly.
attack me
Truth will be your
unprovoked.
sharpest weapon.
Because if they attack me, we can just withdraw. Or, if they try to attack me, they'll have to break the trade agreement, and the AI doesn't like doing that.
Your gold would be well spent by my people, but they would remember where it came from and be... I must accept, although my honor cries out against it.
Good.
Your work.
Melos.
Greetings, my friend. You have my ear for your speech,
Payment,
and if it profits my
500,
people, agreement
1,000.
too.
1,500. We'll stick it with 1,500. Okay. We've increased our income to nearly 4,000 per turn. Alright, let's look at the construction. So, whenever we upgrade our ports, there's only one... It looks like there's only one route. Well, technically there's two, but they all lead to the same place with the Megas Lyman. But we can't build that yet. So what I need to do is start hunting down some good naval targets. Because the Navy is the strongest thing I have, I need to be prepared to use it. That's a good naval target. So what I'm gonna do... We have Marines, but we don't have armored Marines. Which is unfortunate. And I probably shouldn't take that fleet away from there because it's bordering with the Boeotian that one league. Let's go ahead and build this harbor. Oh, how many troops? Yeah, just that. Okay. Let's see what we can build in Paros. There's no way to increase Ionian culture, is there? They have... The different cultures here aren't between different nations, it's just between the Greek states. Thracia is to our north. They're a pretty vulnerable target. I should probably look at trying to move in there after I take Olympus. Do you have any mercenaries you can recruit up here? No. I think it takes a turn for mercenaries to be able to be recruited. Okay. Don't need slums here, so I need to build something now that I've opened it up. I've got plenty of food. I've already got a muster filled in this province. We will go with the pit mine for now. Gives us 100 wealth. Let's go ahead and force march you there. Let me guess. 8. I'm wanting to take one of these provinces, but I can't in my current state. So I'm going to move this fleet south and recruit from Zakynthos. Sparta's only real naval city is Pylos. And I'm going to try and take it with this fleet here. So I'm going to get some armored marines. And a unit of the javelins. Let's go with the archers. They're cheaper and they'll have fire ammo. Well, that's right, javelins do have fire ammo in this game, don't they? Okay, the Vengeance of Atlantis and Rizzo's Ward. Oh, you're off on your own. Anything worth getting over here? Contested with who? Cathera. Well, can't do anything about that for now because I don't have the troops, but that'll be a target for later. Oh, edicts! Duh. Okay, I didn't even look at my politics thing. Okay, so I need to worry about this eventually, because the loyalty is minus 18 with 2 of the parties because of me playing on hard difficulty. But I don't have the money to this turn. Athenian... Let me see here. Who has... what provinces? Political party affiliation. Okay, the Disciples of Zeus have Agboya. That's what it is, right? Or is that supposed to be a Y? Euboea. That was not a... They have Upsilons in Greek. Whatever. They didn't have Ys. Well, whatever. They are minus 18, so we're gonna give them plus 10 party loyalty. Do I only have one edict? No, I've got two. From commerce buildings, you say? I could try and do that. This is only going to give me income from industry. Tax harvesting. We'll do tax harvesting for now. And just stick with the pit mines. And then we'll end the turn. Their agents are coming over. Let's see if they actually try to assassinate or if they're just going to stand there. Looks like they're poisoning something. Okay, Corinthos is heading north, probably to attack that province we have. Napaktos. You're wanting a peace treaty? I am willing to give it, especially since you're giving money. Failed bribery attempt. The perils of hegemony. War dictates that unnatural allies fight together and that drastic measures are taken to defeat a common enemy. However, the Greek world does not look kindly upon expansionism. The capture of capital cities, Athens, Thebai, Corinthos, and Sparta will cause severe diplomatic penalties. Instead, aim to erode the enemy influence by striking at their smaller possessions. Recapturing your own capital will not incur a penalty. Okay. Good to know.
Ready for orders.
I will keep that in mind. Yeah, they're definitely going for Noctis. Napactus, whatever it is. I really don't have a way to prevent them from doing that. Let's go ahead and keep recruiting there. What's with the lag? So this wasn't going to affect things. Was I wrong? Stop with the lag. That's so weird. Okay. Keep moving you south. You'll finish recruiting next turn. You're still recruiting there. So, the problem that we're going to face with that, because I forgot about that mechanic, is that we're surrounded on two sides by Thebai and Corinthus. Meaning that our very first attempt into enemy lands will be right into their capitals. So we need to find a way around that. Have you head down to Zakynthos? I'm trying to figure out what's with this lag. Hold on one second, guys. So I looked it up. It looks like this is just one of those things that you have to deal with. Something about the engine being old. Oh well. Okay. Napactus, I think, is a lost cause. Because odds are... Well, okay, so... They're not going to be able to reach their next turn. They can. They can. But they can't. And I think we can beat that force. Especially if we do this. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Okay. See if we can't use that naval superiority that we supposedly have. Alright. So I said I was going to head up to Corinthos. I lied. First thing I'm going to do is head up to Paphos and Delphi. Maybe Lamia. I don't want to take Corinthos if it's going to immediately cause everyone to hate me. Focus. Okay, so here is get a unit of light cavalry in there. I know we just keep going the same formula, but it works. 2 light hoplites and light cavalry. Okay, now I need to figure out my politics. Disciples of Hera. Secure your loyalty. And I need to start making some political moves. The best way, if I remember correctly, I have found to gain influence is by adopting. So I'm going to try and adopt somebody from the Disciples of Zeus. This character's from a different... Oh, that's right. You have to marry them into it. Okay. Seek spouse. Marriage is arranged. Okay. For now, that'll have to do. Ah, that lag is bothering me. I don't remember it doing this in my last campaign, because I've played a campaign already on this new setup I have, but whatever. How's this happening up here? Or how's this coming along? Let's put you in force march. This is a slower paced campaign for sure, because everyone in this campaign can only recruit units at 2 turns per unit at the minimum, and upwards of 4 turns per unit on the other side. And the campaign distance is so short on each of these. Let's end the turn. Corinthos is attacking us and trying to duck. Marines. I think we can win this. Run a quick save. We'll fight the battle on the battlefield. It'll be the first battle of the campaign, and it's going to be a naval one. If the battle is as laggy as the campaign is, we'll have to figure something out. Battle of Corinthiakos Colpus. Now, if we can keep the Corinthians in their city, that'll mean that we can run around a whole lot more easily and not have to deal with their armies. Basically, they have to be able to do this attack, or else they're stuck in there. If we lose this battle, all it means is we have to recruit more units. We'll see if we have any ramming abilities, or if... I've never been real sure how the ramming system works in Rome 2. I'm not sure if it's just specific ships have ramming abilities, or... I'm assuming that's what it is. I think that's what it has to be. I think certain nations don't have the ability to ram at all because of how their ships are built. And then obviously transports can't ram. Corinthicos Cults. 432 BC. I love the Rome 2 soundtrack. It's been a while since I've just sat here and listened to it. So I'm currently thinking we'll focus our archer fire on their general and try and burn his ship. And go for ramming actions on the others. We're exactly equal here, except we have archers that they have javelins, and then we're also going to be winded. This is hard difficulty, so we're exactly equal, which puts us at a disadvantage, if that makes sense, because of the difficulty of the game. Our units fighting their units will break more quickly. They will not do as good of a job, so we need to make better use of tactics than them. I'm hoping what I can do is do 2 units per ship and try and do some ramming actions, because if I can ram into them, that'll help out a lot. But the naval combat in Rome 2 has always been buggy. Mesogaios. It's nothing like the, it is nothing like the naval action in Shogun 2. Shogun 2's naval combat was beautiful. I mean, absolutely stunning. In Rome 2, I think it's better than Empire's. Empire's and Hellene's always got on my nerves. But Rome 2's was never as good as Shogun 2's was. Shogun 2's naval combat was absolutely exquisite, and the AI bugs out too much on Rome 2. We're still just a load. How long is this gonna take?
During the deployment phase, you can secretly
You
arrange your
have
units in
no role here. Okay.
support ships ready.
Don't lag out on me. I'm trying to figure out what the lag is about. Hold on.